Hello everyone. Let me first welcome you all to class 11th and an absolutely new stream called commerce. So the science children who enter the science stream or art student who enter art stream are quite familiar with their subjects. But the commerce subjects are not introduced before class 11th. So this is an absolutely new experience and I'm sure it will be a fruitful journey for you and me across this path. So let me introduce chapter 1 of class 11th business studies, nature and purpose of business. Before I go forward, I would request you all to like this video and subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon so that you can get the notifications about my further uploads. So let us first see what content we will cover in this chapter. We will understand the meaning and characteristics of business. We will understand the difference between business, profession, and employment because these are the terms we often get confused with. Next, we will study the objectives of business. We will also see the classification of different business activities into industry and commerce. We will understand what is the meaning of industry and what are its major types, primary, secondary, tertiary, and we will also understand the various subgroups. We will also understand the meaning of commerce, different types of trades, let it be internal, external, wholesale, retail, and different auxiliaries to trade, banking, insurance, warehousing, communication, advertising. We will also understand their importance and meaning, and also we will learn about the concept of business risk, its causes, and its effects. Let us start the chapter with the very first topic, human activities. As we all know, we do certain activities all the time. We cannot sit without doing any activities. So there are certain activities we do for the sake of earning our livelihood, and there are other activities we do just to satisfy our own self. So these human activities are broadly divided into two major categories. First is economic activities and second is non-economic activities. Let me first explain economic activities. So, economic activities, as the name suggests, are those human activities which are undertaken to earn a livelihood or money. So, these are the activities which are quite compulsory for us to do because without these activities we cannot survive, we cannot earn money, and money, which is a very important resource to spend a good life, I must say. So, these are the activities which are concerned with either production, distribution, and consumption of different goods and services. So, a person who is involved in production of, who is involved in certain manufacturing is concerned with production. If there is a retailer or a wholesaler who don't produce goods but they sell goods to the consequent network, so they are involved into distribution. There are other people who are involved into consumption of goods and various services. So we will understand all these topics in a good detail in this chapter. So here you can see an example. There's a teacher who is teaching in a classroom. So this is an economic activity. How this is an economic activity? Because by doing this activity, a teacher earns. So this earning might be responsible for her livelihood. So this is economic activity. Here we can see certain more examples of economic activities. A roadside vendor selling basic utilities. So this is the kind of activity through which this vendor earns. There are people working in an office. So they will be getting salary at the end of the month, so which will be responsible for their livelihood. A doctor is treating a patient A taxi driver is riding a taxi, and here is a shopkeeper who is selling the basic utilities in his shop. So all these people are involved in these activities because after doing these activities they will earn money, so that will be responsible for running a livelihood. So all these activities are economic activities. Now let us understand what are non-economic activities. Non-economic, that means they doesn't involve any money. Okay, non-economic activities are those human activities which are undertaken for the satisfaction of psychological, emotional and social needs. Like a teacher, as we mentioned in the previous example, a teacher teaching children in a classroom is an economic activity. So here the same teacher is teaching her own children at home. So this is not an economic activity. This is a mother's responsibility which she is fulfilling out of her own psychological or emotional satisfaction. So this is a non-economic activity. They are performed out of love, sympathy, human values, concern, patriotism, sentiments, religion, or affection. So there are a lot of things we do on everyday basis which doesn't involve any money, but still we feel very happy when we do it. Like we can help a person cross a road. We can drop a person who is our neighbor to his office because his office is on the way of my own office. So these are the things which we don't do for any kind of return or any kind of money or any kind of economic benefit. We do out of our own human values or our own concern. So the main aim of these activities is not to earn any money but to provide free service and gain mental satisfaction. So this mother who is teaching her own daughter is not earning any money, but out of it she is gaining mental satisfaction. So this is what non-economic activities are all about. They are done out of love, sympathy or human values or concern. So with these activities makes the doer feel happy. So these are non-economic activities. So here we can see a few more examples of non-economic activities. People going to temple, or a person helping another person to cross the road, or mother cooking for the family, or anyone doing social work. So these are the activities which doesn't bring any monetary benefits, but they only makes the person feel happy and more satisfied and maybe psychologically more balanced. We have already understood the difference between economic and non-economic activities, but how that can be put up onto a paper, let us understand that. We will always write the basis before writing the difference between the two elements which we are talking about. It is very important to write the basis. So from here, in business studies or any other subject also in commerce, you should start writing the differences like this. So first basis of difference between these two activities is purpose or objective. The purpose of economic activities is to earn money and to create wealth. As we have already discussed, we earn money out of economic activities, and non-economic activities will have a motive of providing psychological or mental satisfaction. So this is the objective of two different types of activities. Next basis is return, outcome or end result. So economic activities has the end result, and non-economic activities also have some end result. So what is the difference? Production of goods and services is the end result, because until unless you will not produce any goods or services, you will not get any money. So the people who undertake economic activities expect income in the return of producing some kind of goods or services. So if a teacher is teaching, she is producing certain services out of which she is earning the returns. Similarly, the outcome or return of these activities, non-economic activities, is psychological satisfaction. to the people. So the person who is going to temple, what will he get in return? He will get some satisfaction. So this is what he is doing this activity for. Okay, so different types. Economic activities has certain types: business, profession, and employment. We will understand. So this is the end of this presentation. The next topics will be covered in my forthcoming videos. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And at the end, I would like to say thank you so much for your time and your patience. Thank you once again.